Alright, YouTube, some of you have probably already seen the former president of the Senate of Haiti. Now, some people are calling him the former president of Haiti. That's not what he is. He's the former president of the Senate of Haiti from the 1990s when the affair, I believe it was Operation Uphold Democracy at the time, went down in Haiti. And of course, in the aftermath, Haiti being desperately impoverished, it's the most poor country in the Western Hemisphere. It's on par with, Uganda or Rwanda, really, or something like that. It looks much more like sub-Saharan Africa than it does, the Dominican Republic right across the border, essentially. The former president of the Senate of Haiti indicated in a meeting with Donald Trump there, speaking about the Clintons, that the Clinton Foundation basically defrauded the nation of Haiti, used the earthquake that was there, the desperation, the poverty that was already there was multiplied several times over by the earthquake that hit in Haiti years ago. And in the wake of that, of course, aid foundations set up shop there in order to try to improve the situation of the Haitians' living conditions. The Clinton Foundation, though, appears to have primarily set up shop there in order to solicit donations, take the money and give basically peanuts out to the people of Haiti. We can see, though, in the case of Haiti, it isn't just, I will say this, I believe him when he says that the Clinton Foundation was not very charitable in their dealings there, because according to all other reports, the Clinton Foundation has put relatively tiny proportions of the money it takes in actually out to charitable purposes. It's a single-digit total, essentially, or not much higher in most of these cases. So most of the money gets gobbled up by the Clinton Foundation's infrastructure itself, probably goes into a bunch of slush funds and then redistributed to people for political leverage, to Clinton herself, to get rich off of people's misery. This is the way the Clintons operate. It's the way they always have. The Clinton Foundation is not a charity. The Clinton Foundation is a gigantic money laundering scheme. It's a mega corporation at this point. It's like a mega church or something. Little old ladies send their money and they say, oh, please help these starving orphans. Those orphans get like 1 penny on the dollar tops. It's the same with the Clinton Foundation. So I do believe him. But let's not pretend, I think, first, this needs to be said. Let's not pretend that the Clinton Foundation's involvement in Haiti was the only fraud going on. Virtually any foundation that moved in there primarily didn't help the Haitian people, because if all of these aid organizations were actually trying, Haiti would not be at the situation it's in now, where there are children there that literally, most of their meals involve eating literally dirt. As in, there's a certain mineral-rich clay there that they eat, and it keeps their stomachs full, and it gives them some of the nutrients that they need, I guess. They literally bake it into cakes and give it to their kids, because there's really not any other food for them to eat. The fact that you don't have mass starvation among the poorer segments of the Haitian population is astounding to me. The fact that they're surviving at all at this point in the wake of basically losing most of what little infrastructure they already had. And Haiti is not a particularly large country. You'd think it would be easier for a country that small. It should be easy for them to invest in the kinds of infrastructure needed for the Haitian people to have a more dignified existence. But all of these organizations have fallen short. When the UN moved in, what did they do? All their men were doing is basically, raping young women and small girls across Haiti. And that's basically all they did while they were there for the most part. They're not actually helping people. If the UN moves into a situation, no help is coming. In other words, they'll stand around looking astute. They'll talk to the local whatever power structures there, and that's literally all that they ever accomplish. Nothing trickles down to the people. They give them a few shipments of rice, and they think that they've accomplished some great special something. Secondly, he indicated that the Clintons were involved in drug running. That is, that drugs were cartels operating there, were being sort of co-opted by the Clinton machine. That these were literally being sold in the U.S. in, I guess, cornflake boxes. They were being shipped in. and because of their political connections, of course, Bill was in the White House at the time. No danger was incurred. They could just sort of unilaterally say, oh, don't check this shipment too much. It's just cornflakes or something like that. We promise that there's, we can at least assure you there's no like uranium or pipe bombs or something on board. Maybe some funny smelling stuff in these boxes, but don't worry too much. If the cornflakes look like flour, it's just they got pulverized in shipping or something like that. I believe it. I believe it absolutely. You can see in the wake of this, the salons of the internet are trying to get out ahead of some of these things. They're also addressing Waco right now. Salon had a post earlier about how it's a conspiracy theory that the government, butchered these people. But that's exactly what happened. And then the CIA came in right after they immolated this compound, after raiding a compound where apparently there were no illegal weapons like they claimed to begin with. They quickly bulldozed it in order to hide evidence of the fact that, yeah, lo and behold, the U.S. government decided to butcher a bunch of children. They did not get killed by Koresh himself. The Branch Davidians were nuts, but at the same time, they appear to have been largely lawful nuts at the time. Yeah, polygamy cult. Okay, well, there are polygamists all over the United States. The government doesn't routinely raid them. It seems like it was used as an argument for gun control more than that there was an actual standoff that should have ever happened. They came in. They were given the option to withdraw. They had infinite opportunities to take Koresh in while he was fucking jogging on a regular basis outside of the compound. They could have just abducted him and gotten him that way, but no, they had to lay siege to the compound. It's the same in Haiti. The Clintons are known for covering up their dirty dealings any way possible. As far as Operation Uphold Democracy in general, it's more difficult because we can only follow the timeline that actually occurred, as opposed to theoretical counterparts to the timeline that occurred. It's impossible to say whether in the lack of that operation would Haiti be better off. Of course, the earthquake still would have happened, so their infrastructure still would have gotten flatlined thereafter, after the 90s, when the Clintons were no longer in office at the time. We're talking Bush and Obama era natural disasters that have steadily degraded everything in their country. But I will say, I find his claims extremely likely to be true. Not just with respect to the Clinton Foundation not really doing any real charity work there, because they don't really do any real charity work, or so it seems. They talk about, oh, well, we fund AIDS research and treatments for AIDS. Oh, okay, that's fine. The problem being, if you take in $1 billion and dispense $5 million on AIDS research, that's not really charitable giving. It's just a money laundering scheme, whereby the staffers and sort of corporate officials working as part of that foundation are taking the vast majority of that money, and in which some, through various slush funds, at least appears to be used to dole out to people for political favors, to get people, for instance, into the State Department while Hillary was there to carpetbag them in for donating to the foundation and so forth. Money which, never saw the light of day as far as some starving orphan getting any of it. This happens all the time, though. That's the other part is, we do have to say, most so-called charities are not charities. They're money-making, money-laundering pyramid schemes, essentially. That's all that they are. They're not charitable. The majority of the money that they take in does not go out to charitable donations for charitable causes. The UN was ineffectual in Haiti. Everyone but the Red Cross, basically, was ineffectual after Haiti got hit. And so I feel sorry for the Haitians. I think there will be a reason why the Haitian community appears, especially in Florida, where it's fairly prevalent, is voting heavily for Trump, because they know the Clintons. The same with the Cuban community. They know what the Clintons do. They know about their pandering. They know about their drug running and the cartels and all of these other things the Clintons have always been involved in, whereas Trump appears more interested in investing in building skyscrapers, I guess. And so they're going to trust him more. And it's probably a good idea to do so. Hillary Clinton, if elected, will probably return to those bad old days of small-scale intervention in some tin horn American nation. by which she can secure greater flow of drugs into the United States while increasing the drug war, potentially. Of course, the DEA going after Kratom, or Kratom, or whatever you want to say. I've heard it pronounced multiple ways, so I'm not even going to bother. Going after that is just an escalation of a failed drug war to begin with, one that's fated to eventually fade away from human memory regardless. It will go the way of the dinosaur. It's just a matter of how many more millions of people get thrown in jail or shot by police for no reason before it does. As far as Haiti goes, though, the former president of the Senate there, yeah, he's probably right. The Clinton Foundation certainly isn't charitable, so that claim is automatically true. We know that. It's not charitable anywhere else either. As far as the drug running, yeah, I can believe it. You think they set up shop in the Americas, anywhere in Latin America, just out of the kindness of their hearts? Well, they're obviously not there for charity purposes, so why are they actually there? It's, yeah, probably for drugs. Got a monocultured black market economy in some of these countries because the real economy has been completely decimated. Nobody's helping them. And so that's essentially what you get out of the situation. That's about all. Peace out.